Hey guys, it's Mr. L here. I'm here today to teach you a little bit about topography. Now you might be thinking, what is topography? Well, topography, it describes the physical features of an area of land. Now these features typically are natural formations, such as mountains or rivers or valleys. Now a topographic map records various elevations of those areas. So if the elevation, which is the height of something, typically that goes off of sea level, if the elevation has to be recorded, then what they do is they make a topographic map of that. This comes in handy for things such as planes. The pilots, in order to know that they're high enough in any given area, have to go off of a topographic map. Now a topographic map uses a series of contour lines. Contour lines are the outline, and they show the closeness of the elevations. Now if you have several lines that are right next to each other, then that means the slope is going to be steeper. However, the farther away from each other they are, that means there's a lot more leeway in it to come down, and it's not quite as much of a steep cutoff. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a topographic map today. Now it's actually very easy, and there are several ways that you can do it. I'll show you a couple of the ways that I did it at home. So what you're going to need to start is just a blank sheet of paper. Easy peasy. Off of that, you also want a pen. Now what I did was I got a couple of different sizes of cups that I just had floating around, and you want them to be different sizes. You can also, if you want, use both the opening and the bottom of each cup, because they're going to be different sizes as well. And what you want to do is start with the smallest one. Plop it down on your paper and just draw a line going around the circle of the base. And you're going to end up with something just like that. Now what you want to do is take the next size up and draw a similar line. You don't really want it to be right on top of each other, because you want them to be spaced out a little. See how this side right here is a little bit closer together than this side over here. That means this is already going to start to be a little bit steeper. I then took another cup and I put it down to draw my third line. And you want to remember that while you're doing this, they're going to need to be separated a little bit, because you want the different sizes so that it shows the elevation as it changes. So I did that to start, and I just made 3 lines. I have another one here that I started a couple minutes ago where I started the exact same way with this, and then I just added a bunch more lines till it ended up with something that looks like this. So all I did was I added a couple of smaller lines inside of the small circle, and then I just added a little bit more random of shapes to kind of give it the outline of an island. Now what you can do next is you can do this either with Play-Doh or Legos. I did it with some clay, but I took this drawing that I made that showed the different elevations on a topographic map, and I showed what that would look like as a 3D model, and this is what I came up with. So if you take a look at these kind of side by side here, you can see how as it gets closer together right here on this one, that translates onto this, because that is a lot steeper of a slope on this side than when I turn it to this side, and there's more of a gradual declining of the elevation down. So I made my own little island out of this. But like I said, you can do this with Play-Doh, you can do it with Legos. It's really easy to make a topographic map. So why don't you guys try making some and then share them with me so I can see what you guys came up with. Make your own island. And I want to see some names on those islands.